Oh, okay. It is showtime, and I'm here barely, but I'm here. How you doing? Welcome one, welcome all to the Stock Markets with Bruce channel. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. 8:30 Eastern Time on September the 30th, the last day of the third quarter, and apparently the markets are going to close with a gain in the third quarter. It doesn't may not feel like it to you in the last week or two, but the markets are up and going to be up for the third quarter. And this is the sixth quarter in a row that the stock markets will be higher at the end of a quarter, six straight quarters, year and a half. So markets are, generally fine. It's the stocks you got to wonder about. Yeah, it's great that the index is up. What about my stock is what we're wondering about. What's the deal, man? Talk to me here. And let's talk about the stock that is making news here. As far as I'm concerned, I'm sitting here looking at SoFi going, why isn't it trading at $20 a share right now in the pre-market? I'm at a loss. The company made a press release late last night, and that's the thing about these public companies. You never know when they're going to make a press release, but they did an update, and I guess they had come to an agreement with their investment bankers. Cheers, by the way, from around the world. Thank you for being here. They made a deal with their bankers to instead of issuing debt for $750 million and then adding about 110 million more to it, they decided to issue 1.1 billion in debt, and they released the interest rate they're going to pay on the money. Zero. They're going to pay zero interest on a loan, a bond offering, for 5 years. Now, can you get that kind of a deal? For your home. Can you walk into your banker and say, "Hey, listen, I'd like to borrow money for 5 years. I'll give you, let's see, how much interest will I pay? I'll pay you nothing. How about that for 5 years?" Now, why would any bankers take this deal? Why would any banking outfit want to make a deal with SoFi to take a zero interest deal for 5 years? It's simple, because the payback is likely to be in stock, and these followers of SoFi, these investors, probably pension funds, ETFs, mutual funds, life insurance companies, pension, all these outfits. They want stock in SoFi, and if they, I can see where if I'm a manager of a pension fund and my job is to manage $10 billion of bond debt, and I get a shot at bond debt that SoFi is offering that is payable to me in stock rather than interest, I take that deal, because right now I can lend the government of the United States money if I want, and for a 10-year note, I'll get 1.5%. On a 2-year note, I'll get about 0.15%. If I lend Germany money for 10 years, they take 0.3% from me. So why wouldn't I give SoFi money for zero interest for 5 years, and we'll cut a deal to convert it to stock. Now here's the deal. As best as I can understand it, I'm supposed to be the expert here. uh, from what I can figure out, the worst case scenario for the bondholders, and that would be not the worst case for the public company, but this is one of the scenarios. The debt in 5 years could be converted into stock at about $24.41 a share. Now, I'm thinking, hey, if I'm a hedge fund, or I'm a mutual fund or pension fund, and I'm sitting on billions and billions of dollars that I'm trying to get yield on, and I can get an opportunity to acquire a whack of paper in SoFi at 24.41 by being part of a group to lend them 1.1 billion for interest free. knowing they're about to get their bank charter, knowing that they're on fire, they're about to hit 3 million customers. I mean, they're just expanding everywhere. Why wouldn't I do that deal? Who was it? DraftKings, the gambling outfit, former SPAC. DraftKings did a bond offering, $1 billion plus, zero interest, converting stock at 40% higher than the price of the stock at the time. I think it's like $60 a share, something like that. That deal went very well. SoFi was going to do 750 million on this kind of deal. Now it's 1.1 billion, but there's more. There's more. Apparently, we talked last night about something called a transactional call option, or you remember that term we were throwing around yesterday afternoon? A transactional call contract or something like that. And it sounded to me like it was kind of a derivative having to do with an option on stock for a future time. And SoFi was going to use 111 million of their own dollars to acquire this deal. And as I had figured it out, I thought I had figured it out that what would end up happening was when the conversion would be made into stock, that SoFi would actually capped call transaction. Thanks, Brent. Thanks, NTPC. Thank you, guys. I figured that when that deal would go down, it would be stock that's free trading on the open market that would be utilized to make this deal happen. And now, from what I read this morning, it sounds like this capped call transaction that's being put together will convert stock from SoFi to the bondholders at a cost of $32 a share, not $24 a share, $32 a share. I'm sitting back here going, I think this is great. If you can raise $1.1 billion for zero interest for 5 years, instead of paying 3% interest for 5 years, which would be 3% interest would be 33 million a year for 5 years. That would be $165 million in interest. No charge at all. Forget the 165. Keep that. Just give us stock, and we'll take it at $32 a share under this deal you're putting together, this capped call transaction. I'm thinking, hey, I like this deal. If it's a 22.41 deal without the capped call transaction, but with the capped call transaction, it's $32 a share. Why isn't the stock trading at 20 right now? Something is not right. We've traded 1.1 million in the pre-market. When I read this deal and I put out I put out the alert to all of you as members. You members got an alert this morning. The stock was at 16.20, 16.40, 16.30, and I thought, well, okay. Pre-market's up a little bit. When the street figures it out, the street should love this deal. I can't understand the street not liking this deal at all. I think the street should look at this deal and go, whoa, in 24 hours, they bumped their offering by 50% because of demand. And they're putting together a capped call transaction. I keep looking at my notes, looking for what it's called. Can't get it in my head. Capped call transaction that puts the deal, the conversion at possibly as high as $32 a share. Why would I not like this deal? The stock isn't being liquidated at $16 a share. They're not selling any stock at $16 a share. They're not selling any stock at $15 a share. They're not selling any stock at $12 a share. They're not selling any $18 a share. None at $19, none at $20, none at $21. It's $24.41 minimum price, and I think it's going to end up at $32. Whoa! This screams opportunity. Opportunity knocks, and I think anyone who's selling this stuff at 16 is an idiot. Anyone who's giving this stock away should fire their stockbroker or whoever their advisor is. Do not sell off your SoFi here. This company has the ability to raise $1.1 billion like that on a phone call. This deal closes Monday. By the way, this isn't going to take 6 weeks to do. This deal closes Monday. It's all over. Done. Pre-sold. The paperwork takes longer than to get the money. That's actually the reality of it. These guys have lawyers. Their bankers have lawyers. The company's got lawyers. The lawyers are working overtime drafting the paperwork to close this transaction. What's taking the time. And what is the time? 48 hours. 48 business hours is all of it. Unbelievable. And I have a feeling we might see more. Wouldn't surprise me a month or two from now. SoFi goes back to the same group of guys and girls and says, "Hey, would you be willing to do another deal for maybe $2.5 billion, interest-free, cap call transaction deal with maybe a $40 conversion, $50 conversion?" I bet you they'll get it. I bet you they can get billions doing this. And what they do with the money, totally up to them. You want to put it into existing businesses that you're running now. You want to do an acquisition of a competitor. You want to expand into a new division that you haven't done before. Is this a capital requirement from the Federal Reserve? I don't know. I know that they were sitting on over 450 million cash at the end of the last quarter. That was the end of June. They have, their debt levels are very low. They paid off, $2 billion in debt when they did the SPAC deal. So, I mean, company's firing on all cylinders here. They're growing quickly. They're not making profit yet, by the way, just to kind of, put this in perspective. They're not yet a profit-making company. They are still losing money in their operation, but what they're doing is they are funding their expansion out. And this company has there's a certain number of customers they're going to need in order to turn the corner. And I think they're just about there, like 3 million. I think we're kind of there, which shows you, if you're trying to think of a competitor that can knock these guys off, or someone else is coming into the business that might interfere with their growth, you're going to need a startup that's going to be able to run up to 3 million clients real quick before it can break even. And so, how many billions have you got lying around, competitors, to get into these guys? This is why I think this stock is a takeover stock down the road, because once they hit 5 and 7 and 10 million customers, all online, no branch offices. This is $100-$200 stock. There's no way you're going to buy this company for $15.96 a share or $22.41, or you're going to take them over at $32. Not going to happen. There are institutions now. Again, there are other investment banks buying the debt of this company for zero interest. Okay, so just let that sink in a little bit. All right, the investment bankers of Wall Street are putting money into this company for no interest. And this could be their competitor in a way, because some of these investment bankers could theoretically create their own online fintech bank, but they're not. They're supporting this one. And this one was going to raise $750 million on a deal. Now it's a $1.1 billion bought deal. There be money in them there hills for these guys. At the moment on the pre-market, it is $15.97, down 4 cents from last night's close. Makes no sense to me why it's down here. None whatsoever. 1.2 million traded. Because I get the impression that with this cap call transaction, I think these guys have set it up that they're going to use free trading stock as the stock available to buy back the loan. I think that SoFi is getting a call option on their own stock, and they've locked in the price they have to pay for it, and then they can convert it with a premium to their bankers and pay off the note in 5 years at a minimum 130% of the price of the stock, which I believe could be as high as 32. I don't see why the stock today should be under any pressure, because Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning, they're sitting on $1.5 billion in cash on hand to do as they wish. Yeah, going to be an interesting thing. We'll follow this, of course. See how the market wants to open on this one in about 45 minutes. Most interesting developments. Now, other stocks we're following there's a couple of things going on price wise. I noticed that Bed Bath and Beyond shares in the pre market are off 17% because they are talking about lower guidance. That's the virus having its effect, delivery supply chain problems having its effect. Spire Global at 12.94 this morning, up 81 cents. Nice to see. 12,600 volume. I don't know if there's a news report on it or anything like that. I don't see anything. No, I don't have a new announcement or anything like that. So it is higher. I'm happy to see that. 12.94 on Spire. So go Spire, please. It was down $2 yesterday. So coming back a dollar would take nothing. Let's go. All right. On other fronts, Sixtera is at 912. Nothing going on there. 400 pre-market volume. Smart Rent, nothing going on there. 300 pre-market volume. ATIP, 50 shares in the pre-market. So nothing going on there. Matterport, it's up 14 cents. It looks like at 1925. They've traded 500,000 this morning. So okay. GameStop, 174.93, 174.57, down $1.35 on 22,000. No news that I know. SoFi, as I say, 15.96. Rocket Lab, 15.50. 15.50 on your Rocket Lab, up 84 cents today, 5.7%. Yesterday, the stock did not have an update, I don't believe. I think we ended up lower on the day yesterday. Yeah, we were down 90 cents yesterday, and we're up 74 now. So just about recovered yesterday's loss in the pre-market. Very good. Will it hold? I don't know. Speaking of the pre-market, I'm looking at the Dow right now. Futures on the Dow up 119 points. Futures on the S&P 500 up 16.2. Futures on NASDAQ up 71. Big news making the rounds. I think that there's news being made up to try to shake up the market a bit. It's all about the debt financing in the States, keeping the U.S. government open and all this politics. This is a nothing burger. There's a vote scheduled today to extend it and kick the can down the road and all. It's just the same crap every time, no matter who's in power, no matter who the president is, no matter who the speaker is. It's the same crap every so many years, again and again and again. I think 99.5% of the American public is shut off to it. They don't pay attention to it. They don't give a crap. And those who are very good with respect to constitutional law and how governments work, they laugh at this charade because they remind us that the so-called debt ceiling and all this stuff, this is to allocate money that has already been spent. If a politician is trying to fool you into thinking, oh, we're trying to cut government spending for the future, this isn't it. This is not how you do it. What you do is you curtail new spending in new bills. You do not screw around with the debt limit from a year ago. So this is all yesterday's news. It has no effect on world economies, and it always gets passed because the U.S. is always good for the money. But it's a show, and the opposition parties are always trying to get attention, and this is one way to get some. So the media will cover them for a while and ask them, are you going to vote to pass this? It's just a waste of everyone's time. And thankfully, I think 99.5% of Americans don't even bother looking at it, and they just keep their head down and they go to work and they just do what they have to do for their families and for their companies and for their careers. Way to go, America. You guys are great. All right. So that's, some news. The other news that keeps percolating, China problems. We keep coming up with China problems. Right now, the talk is, some of the talk is something like how China is trying to get itself off of coal, to not use as much coal anymore, and to convert to other energy sources. But what it's doing is I suppose the reality is that although China as a country would like to be less polluting than they've been, they're having trouble getting there. And so they are mandating cutbacks in coal usage, which is creating havoc in certain regions of China where I guess local communist officials have just not been paying attention to the bosses in Beijing. I mean, the Godfather and his fellows up there are saying, "Hey, clean up your act over there in Eastern China, Northern China, whatever." And these folks are going, "Ah, yeah, well, we'll figure it out." And well, now they're not figuring it out because coal is cut off and is not to be used in certain amounts anymore in certain regions. And certain districts in China are going, "Whoa, we gotta shut down the power plant. We can't produce enough electricity for the city and for the factories here. We're in a shutdown, and that's not going over too well." How long this is going to last, and is this going to be resolved, and how I don't quite know. Um, it's not like China can't afford to buy the coal; they have the money to do it. But if they have agreed to certain emission limits as a country over the past 10 or 20 years, in order to avoid sanctions in trade, they've got to cut back emission emissions from smokestacks now to maintain trade agreements and quota agreements and who knows what. It's complicated. I don't know where this is all coming out, but I am surprised to see China having such a tough time, considering that the bosses in Beijing kind of, they rule the roost. So I don't know what the issue is. Don't know why they don't have that straightened out. But Vinny's got to talk to Guido, who's got to talk to other members of the family to kind of straighten out what needs to be done. And some young whippersnappers are going to be brought in the line here, and we'll get back to normal. Maybe that's what it is. Did you fix that thing I was telling you about? What thing? That thing, the thing that we talked about. No, not that thing. The other thing. Oh, you're talking about the other thing. That was the thing. I'm thinking about Analyze This or Analyze That. I love those movies. It was that thing we were working on. That we're talking about that thing. Yeah, yeah. Okay, the energy thing. Oh, that thing. Yeah. Okay. I see what's going on. That thing about the other thing. There you go. Okay. What about the story about PayPal buying SoFi? What about that story? Whose story is that? Is somebody making up the story? I've not even heard this story. I I guess I'm certain PayPal could acquire them. They'd have the money. It's a nothing burger to buy. SoFi is only a $13 billion market cap company. Even if you paid double the price, it would be 27 billion. Chump change for PayPal. But I'm not sure if PayPal's going to want to do that. I'm not sure if they'd be able to get through the regulators either. Hard to say. I don't know. No matter who wants to buy them, I guess eventually we'll see what's going on. There's that thing though. Don't forget. Don't forget about the thing. Okay. Right. They got to get the air cleaned up for the Beijing Olympics and the Winter Olympics. Yeah. Rich, how you doing there, Rich Reynolds? How you doing, buddy? Um, Good morning, Bruce. I'm still in ME since the SPAC. Is there any good news to bring the price back up over 1057? That's kind of where I bought this stuff. I don't have any developments for you this morning. I don't have anything, on the table that I can point to you for or at. Um, I will say that earlier this week, the shares, for no particular reason, were going higher through the $9 level without any explanation. No, reasoning. No, not. They were just going up, and they got into that 920, 40 range till yesterday, and then I guess yesterday we backed up a bit, closing at 853 on the day. We still gained 2 cents, so I guess it was the day before yesterday we dropped off. Anyway, we're at 864 now, and I think we were at 876 this morning on the pre-market. Only 12,000 volume. I have no news. We've been wondering, or on this channel, there's been myself and a number of my followers here. We've been sort of surmising and guessing maybe there's something happening over there because they do have 700 million in cash with which to do business deals. And we're wondering, have they been like in intense discussions, kind of like what Spire did, where Spire was quiet, 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 and the stock was sitting at 10, 11, went down to 850, came back to $12, sat at 10. No one said anything. And then all of a sudden, out of like nowhere, Spire announces the acquisition of a Canadian publicly traded company, Exact Earth, I think it is. Is the same thing going on with 23andMe? Are they in the final home run stretch here of detailed discussions to acquire a private company of some kind? Are they acquiring a public company that might be European or North American or Asian, or is it a pharmaceutical something? I don't know. Is something going on at ME that they're picking something up and they're about to tell us about it? They'll finally be in a position to legally speak and adhere to SEC rules and all that. Keep those lawyers away. But at the moment, they can't speak because it's a sort of a it's like a confidentiality clause between the two, and neither can say anything, and they got to keep their I don't know. I sure would love to hear something like that. Anything like that would be good, great. I don't know how big a deal would be. Is the deal a $200 million deal? Is it a $500 million deal? Is it a $6 billion deal? And it requires Wall Street backing, where ME does what SoFi does, where ME raises $5 billion on a bond offering at 0% financing, no interest, and then they offer stock between $20 and $30 a share to convert the bond into stock over the next 5 to some odd years to buy company blah that automatically will triple the book value of ME or double it or whatever it is, and take the company to another level. I mean, the market cap on ME is $3.4 billion. That's all it is. They got 700 million in cash. So 20% of that market cap is money, just cash. So bucks, say let's say $1.70 of the 860 is cash. It's not a speculative deal anymore. So they got something in mind. If they've got a $3 or $5 billion mega acquisition they're going to make, where they issue just a very little bit of stock, but mainly they issue debt for it. But they bring in, if they take over a public company that has, say, 20,000 shareholders, and now those 20,000 shareholders could become shareholders of ME if they so wish to do so, because if they get bought for cash for their stock, they could turn around and sell their shares even before the close of the deal, because their shares will go up, and they could just start buying ME instead, because they would look at ME and go, hey, we're part of that now. We own, but our company makes up half of the value of this company, or 3/4 of it, or whatever. We're going to buy up a bunch of stock, but they're going to buy stock in the open market. They're going to buy the free trading stock. Fine by me. There's only 58 million free trading shares on ME. So, would 30 million shares be needed and only 58 available, and this thing goes to 25 a share in like 2 weeks? That'd be kind of cool. I'm available for updates if anyone has any. We're there. We'll keep an eye on that one. That would be a sweet little deal. Is it possible? Brent is asking here. The market's trying to keep SoFi down below 1750 because there are 38,000 open call contracts expiring on October the 15th. So could it be that those entities, whoever wrote those calls, whoever wrote those 38,000 open call contracts, want the stock to stay under 1750 between now and October 15, which is 2 weeks from now, to ensure that those contracts will not become exercised and they won't be short the stock, and the old game of keep it suppressed. And I don't know. You know what? I tend to believe that again. If the company was trying to raise $750 million 2 days ago, now they're taking $1.1 billion because of increased interest in the stock and in the company and in the deal and everything else. And it's a 0% interest deal. And it's possibly a $32 vend in for stock. I'm thinking there's 1.1 billion reasons why the stock should go higher versus the 35,000 contracts why it should stay lower. I'm wondering about that. So I don't know. We'll see how this. Stick around. Yeah, let's stick around. I'm nearly 2 million traded PM on SoFi pre-market, and only down a few cents. Something going on. Battle of the Giants. Well, we're down 14 cents to 1587. 2.3 million. We're now 1588. I don't understand why there isn't a $5 pop. I'm thinking it's time now. They're closing this deal Monday for the 1.1 billion. Do you think possibly on Tuesday morning we'll hear an announcement about their bank charter? Could that be why the hurry? Could that be kind of cool? Maybe that's another reason why instead of getting 750 million under this zero interest deal, they're getting 1.1 billion on this zero interest deal. Maybe SoFi was offered $2 billion and said, no, we'll go from 750 to 1.1, but we're not going any higher than that because they don't want to dilute their stock too much at $32 a share. That would be a good thing. I'd like to hear that come out. I'd like to hear that leak out into the media that, yeah, we didn't want to dilute the stock too much at 32. And so we limited the deal to 1.1. But, we might do another deal where we'll do another one of these cap transactions at maybe 52 or 42 or something. I don't know. Anthony Notice, a smart guy. He needs to be more clear with the investor by talking plain English like Uncle Bruce. We need to know what's under the hood, be more transparent. Well, it's very possible he wants to, but it's also possible he can't talk right now. It's very possible that he's on a restriction to not say anything, to only release the information that they've released, which has been cleared by the security lawyers through the SEC lawyers and all that. Maybe in the filings they have to be very careful right now. But after the deal is done, come Tuesday, maybe they're free to talk all they want. Yeah, and I'm thinking another thing. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that there are 11 investors, each buying $100 million of SoFi's debt. All right, each one's putting in $100 million. That's the 1.1 billion. 11 investments. And these are hedge funds, pension funds, ETF funds, mutual funds, some are bond funds. Don't you think that the minute that deal is closed and they now own this debt, don't you think that they would have a vested interest in telling the world how great this deal is and how fantastic SoFi is as a company going forward? And don't you also think that if you're running a pension fund that is a $20 billion pension fund and you just put $100 million into this thing, you're going to get stock between 24 and 32, I guess, when it's all said and done. Don't you think you have a vested interest in pumping up the stock and talking about how great they are so that they're above 24 or above 32 in the next 5 years? And let's get going now. Because the other thing you have to understand out there, kids, just because I put 100 million on the table and I bought 1/11th of this deal, I'm not locked in because this debt will trade on the open bond market starting Tuesday. It's an over-the-counter market between bond dealers, you see. So if I have $100 million in this deal, and it means that I get stock in SoFi between $24 and $32, it would be good for me. It would be good for my fund if the shares were to pop up in price, which would cause the bonds to pop up in price because one could be related to the other. And so it's in my interest to promote the stock to the $25, $30 neighborhood. And if the stock does get promoted to the $25, $30 neighborhood, then the bonds will trade at a premium to what I paid for. In other words, my 100 million that I put in to this deal is now worth 120 million on the bond market. And of course, let's say as a hedge fund manager, I love to go to my bosses and say, hey, that deal that I led to tell you guys and convince you guys to take this $100 million deal, I told you that we needed to buy this SoFi deal even though it doesn't pay any interest because of the conversion factor. There's all kinds of great things happening. Well, you know what? That 100 million we bought, it's now booked at 120. In theory, we could borrow 115 billion against it if we wanted to borrow money against it to use that money for something else and carry this thing for nothing. So I mean, just so you know, that's what I'd like to be doing. So yeah, I have a vested interest in promoting the stock. Yeah, I want to talk about how great this bank is, how incredible SoFi is going to be, what the upside of the company is going to be. I'm going to want I as a hedge fund manager with 500 employees or 1,000 employees, whatever you got, I know that my fund just popped 100 million into this deal for SoFi. Again, I'm speculating with you. I'm not saying it's a done deal, but just hear me out. Whether it's 10 million or 100 million doesn't matter. But you know what I'm going to do next? I'm going to hire somebody to do a write up on this company because there's a dime a dozen people out there who write for all these different publications that are for hire. And I'm going to hire an analyst to say, I want you to do an analyst write up on SoFi, keeping in mind that they just raised $1.1 billion in cash for zero interest on a stock offering through their covered call transaction that could put this out at $32 a share. I want you to tell the world how great this is. And there are more than enough writers who would be quite eager to write this story up. And if you get 10 or 15 of these stories coming out in the next 2 to 3 weeks with a bunch of Wall Street brokerage firms, analysts coming up with buy recommendations, target price increases, one after the other, do you think the stock can be $15.80 a share very long? I don't think so. But right now it's $15.78, defying all logic to me. Absolutely all logic. I can't understand why would any hedge fund, pension fund, mutual company, buyers of this debt, buy the debt of SoFi and watch the stock go down? How they wouldn't feel good about that. You follow what I'm getting at? I mean, I have $1.1 billion with my buddies over here. We have $1.1 billion in cash. Why would we give SoFi money for zero interest to get stock at 24 to 32 when we could take the 1.1 billion we have right now? We have the money. Why don't we just buy this stuff at 15.80? Wouldn't that be a better move for us? If we took $1.1 billion and bought up the stock at 15.80 a share, just told our trader, if it's trading under 16, just pick it up. Just buy up whatever you can at 15.70 to 15.99. Just buy whatever you can. We don't care if it takes a couple months. We're not in a hurry. We're about to sign a 5-year deal on $1.1 billion. We're about to wait 5 years for zero interest to get this stock. Why don't we buy it right now on the open market while it's down here? We've had 2.7 million trade this morning. Well, what's wrong with that? You see what I'm saying? I'm kind of wondering, $16 a share, 2.7 million shares. It's not a lot of money. It's nowhere near $1.1 billion, but it's a chunk of money, chunk of stock. And I'd buy this stuff up down here, pick it up. The other thing I'm wondering about is if I have a hedge fund, I can do whatever I want with my hedge fund. And I have a bond division, which is going to buy this debt deal, a portion of it. But I also have a stock division over here. I'd be hauling these two guys together, and I'd be saying, look, the firm, the firm where no one leaves the firm alive, no one's ever left the firm alive. The firm has decided to put so many millions of dollars into a bond deal into this SoFi. We think the firm, it would be a good idea for the firm to buy up stock at $15.79 a share at the same time. Because if we can buy up a bunch of this cheap paper and in the next month or two, the stock gets promoted to $25, $30 a share, we're already virtually double on our stock, which we sell. And if we buy $50 million worth of stock and we dump it for $100 million and we just put $100 million in the SoFi over here, we just made $50 million on our stock side, which is half the money on the bond side. I mean, our risk factor just went to nothing. I mean, we're laughing here. Our bonds will trade at a premium as well. They might be trading at 150 cents on the dollar as well. So that 100 million bond is worth 150 million. The stock was a $50 million investment. It's worth 100 million. So we're up 50 million on the stock. We're up 50 million on the bond. We're up 100 million dollars, and it's been 3 months. I do that. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Why is the stock at 15.79? That's what I want to know. It's kind of weird, isn't it? A SoFi and Galileo buy now, pay later agreement with MasterCard is great. Bama Bay PayPal is updating its app to have a stock trading platform. True, that's right. Cheddar Stacks. I don't hope to sway other opinions if I'm wrong, but if I am right, then I want a piece of all your attendees. I laugh a lot. Just kidding. Do you own due diligence? But I'm just saying I've consulted and gone all in. Do your own due diligence, and that's what it means. Okay, I got it. He can't be taking per SEC regulars. He'd get in trouble. Let's see what else is going on here. Bruce, can you explain why it benefits companies to have certain debt? Thank you. Well, when it's zero interest, it benefits companies greatly. Good morning, Bagel Familia. How dare Tio speak the truth? How dare you? Do you like SoFi's platform? I don't use it because I don't trade stock. I'm an observer here. You guys have to ask yourselves that question. Ryan Cohen tweeted on September 26th, talk is cheap. It takes money to buy whiskey. They're going to acquire something soon. I would love to know what GameStop has in mind. As soon as they let us know, I'd appreciate it because I'll pass that on to all of my followers. Bama Babe, I saw the tweet, AB. Bobby, SoFi accounts are American only, or can us Canadians play too? I don't think it's for us. I think it's American for now. Hey, I hold one of those. John, IBM add a new board member. Oh, Max was on Mad Money last night. ME was on Mad Money last night. Okay. LC, one, Cho, SoFi. Okay, I understand. I just thought being transparent would be such forbidden stuff. My favorite, Bama, my favorite is Ameritrade. One, go. LC, maybe after the charter, he'll be giving up more updates. Maybe. Are you going 3 for 3, Bruce? Am I going 3 for 3? I don't know what you mean. Do you think bank charter is priced in? I don't think so. I love the early notification Tio sent out. Allowed me to make moves prior to the market open. Not priced in. LC. SoFi. Cheers. Tom, Max, was there good support for ME on Mad Money? Let's go, folks, says Red. JMac, perhaps the huge option contracts expiring Friday is why the price is down, and then it pops Monday after the deal instead. Market makers have to mitigate being on the wrong side of Friday's option chain. I don't know. We're now at 1588. We just popped up like 10 cents. No idea. 2.8 million shares. I just believe under 20. This is a giveaway. This is crazy. I'm one that has 30 contracts that expire October 15 at 1750. I'm letting them rock and roll. There you go. Bama, Bernie, have you tried a lot of different platforms? I have used Vanguard, Schwab, Fund. All have pros and cons. Cheddar, JMac, this is true. Happens weekly on SoFi, averaging 30 million volumes. So people are playing options chains a lot on this stock. On the flip side, we could all be getting bamboozled and lose our monies. Erico, Bruce, why would these investors want to pay 24 a share over time when they can pay cash 16 today? That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I was just saying right there. Why? But I will keep the faith in Uncle B. Charles Lee, good comments there. Seen some more SoFi sales, 553,500 twice. John, I fucking hope not. Okay, Cheddar Stacks. Entirely possible looking at it this way. I don't own SoFi because of Bruce. I own it because I believe in his future. There you go. Damn it, Jim. Volume is really high pre-market. Yes, it is. Jordan, Fidelity's cool. Their charts are nice too. Red Solo, Cheddar. Yep, I can't remember the last time I went to a bank. I've gotten mortgages, car loans, opened IRAs. Never had to go to a bank. SoFi is the future. 1584 on the stock. And there's the kicker. It's either moon or oblivion. This isn't just taking a chance. There are so many factors that are lined up and still lining up. I'm 100% willing to take this risk. MK, I'm having a really hard time to understand why people think that this debt is a bad thing. Me too. Zero interest. I don't know why it's a bad thing. Bertie, I currently use several Fidelity for longs. Talking about different trading firms. No matter. People talking to each other. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's go. That's thumbs ups for our Uncle Bruce. Thank you, everybody. VRT, no idea what that is. Tio Uncle's, but Bruce, SoFi is one stop shop. That's right. Let's see. Poof. All my limit orders got hit, says Cheddar. 1588, 1586, 1580. I'll just keep buying SoFi. I'll average up. I don't care. 1584 right now. And Danielle, Spire and Rocket Lab have been targeted by Reddit for short squeeze plays, which is why we're seeing all the volatility. Evidently, most folks are worried about S1s they filed, pipe investors dumping. Interesting. Alberto, thank you for the donation on PayPal. Thank you. I love that. Appreciate that. Let's see. We've got the markets opening shortly here in 14 minutes. Getting ready to roll. The Dow's up 71, S&P up 9, NASDAQ up 43. Crude down $1. Rocket Lab holding a gain at 15.35, up 69 cents. And SoFi still 15.85. GameStop 175.53, down 39 cents. Matterport 1930, up 19. ATIP Physical Therapy 371, down 12. Smart Rent 1245, down 15. Cyxtera 849, down 73 cents. So something's going on there on 500 shares. Kind of weird. We'll have to wait for the opening on that. Spire 1271, up 58 cents on 62,000 shares. Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes in 14 minutes from now. Very interesting, guy. Very interesting. Not that I know of, Dave Mills. I don't know anything about China restricting short sales. Here we go. We got our you know what back. Where's this guy been lately? Where's this moron been, folks? Where has this moron been? For weeks we've been wondering, where are you, moron? And finally, the moron re-shows. See? Oh, man. See? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yep. The old troll is back. Yeah, very original, too. Obviously stealing mom's credit card. What can I tell you? All right. All righty. Well, in order to protect ourselves from this kind of harassment, we got to move the channel over to members only today. So, those of you who are members, thank you for being members of the channel. Those of you who are here watching, today, please consider becoming a member so that you can comment on this show without having to worry about the troll cutting in and all that nonsense. So we'll see if we can make this work. There we go. Make it members only at this point. Thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. 12 minutes to go to the opening. It's been a while since that troll's been around. Been a while. Troll, if you want to comment, you got to pay. That's what we're saying. All right. Welcome one, welcome all to the show today. Yours truly went to the dentist again yesterday. That's 2 days in a row. I go again tonight for the third and final session before my trip down south, and I can't wait for this to be over. I'll tell you, I'm suffering here. I'm got sore gums, and my tongue hurts, and jaw sore, and root canal issues, and now the hygienist went nuts yesterday and gave me a bunch of crap, and so we're trying to get through it here, folks. Alberto Aveliz, thank you for that donation. I appreciate it very much on PayPal, as I always do. I thank you, buddy. Very kind of you. Jen will be pleased, as she always is, and amazed. Let's see where we have 14 thumbs ups. Is that true? Let me just refresh the show. We have 213 thumbs ups. Right on, everybody. Thank you for 213 thumbs up so far. Appreciate that. Economic growth revised upward to 6.7 from 6.6. Okay. Well, 1/10 better. SoFi 1584, down 17 cents right now. And the big markets are showing a gain at this point. They're showing a gain. How much we'll see when we really open up for business. Okay. Okay. Rocket Lab is showing right now 1541, up 75 cents in the pre-market. Thank you, Rocket Lab. We appreciate the uptick. Absolutely, we do. Spire is at 1274, up 61 cents. We'll take that too. Okay. Right on. Right on, right on, right on. Okay. Over to here and keep on going. Oh, boy. Oh, uh, yeah, there may not be enough people to buy at current prices. Is the reason for not paying 16 today on SoFi is the volume they want to buy going to cause the stock to shoot way up if they go long go? I don't know. I wanted to wait until lower 15s, but it may rocket up the other way. So I don't care. 15, 1580, 16, 20, 17. I'll just buy the heck out of it till it's 20. SoFi shares or calls or both. Josh bought ATIP 250 calls January 2023 for 175 yesterday. Expected it today. You're welcome, says Josh. Ah, let's see here. What else? Oh, oh boy. Bruce, Dust Devil wants to know, Bruce, what if buying the stock at these current levels and bring that kind of volume to heavily shorted stock would create a short squeeze or amp the price up? There's a lot of, it could be right. There's a lot of thoughts here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, you, I neither believe you nor trust you. I believe what you're saying, but I don't trust you. There you go. Fantastic. Yeah, gotta do that. Yeah, I miss that guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Uncle Bruce, I was thinking of purchasing some Spire today after the big drop yesterday, but the pre-market is looking good. Would you recommend waiting until later today or buy early? Well, check the volume at the beginning. In the first 10 minutes, if the volume is out of this world, then it might hold. But if the volume is light, it may or may not. I mean, I can't tell you. I mean, it's only 62,000 so far in the pre-market, so it might go up $2 on light volume anyway. Hard to tell, right? 10 minutes to the opening or less. We're getting there. My hygienist is amazed at how many viewers there are on the show. He's very pleased. He's really way to go, buddy. That's pretty awesome stuff. Um, let's see. Does owning a bunch of SoFi's debt help in any way if you're looking to buy them out? Um, Not really. No, not really. Well, there you go. Dustin Moore says Noto is keeping his moves private to avoid being copied. He has said in the past that other companies try to copy them, and he knows how the company's doing from the inside. Buy while low. Danielle, new member. Hey, buddy, thank you for joining in. Appreciate that. We have 6 minutes to go before we start trading, and we're getting closer and closer. You're going to have to forgive me one moment. I have to leave the camera for a moment. I need to pick something up. I'll be right back. I'm not far away. folks. Just hang tight. Yeah, let it be safe. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that interruption. You have to forgive me today. Everything is upside down today because I'm suffering from this dental thing. So I went and got myself a little piece of pumpkin pie. It's a big piece of pumpkin pie. Look at how big this is. But I got a nibble on this a little bit this morning because I'm starving right now because I didn't eat much last night because of the teeth. I'll tell you, tender everywhere. Oh my! Thank you for being here and tolerating the old man as he tries to get through this moment. Thank you, Danielle. Welcome, Danielle. Everyone's saying. Um, let's see what else is going on. Arco is asking, are any of you getting the Uncle Jim, the guy in your family that knows stocks ads before Bruce loads videos? Wow, you officially made it, Bruce. YouTube is making a spin-off of you. They finally took Uncle B. Oh no, where did he go? Welcome, Daniel. Yeah, that's nice hold music. Oh, Yoko's in the building. Bruce went full John Cena. I missed the fireworks. Whoa. I looked at the Zoom meeting and then back to the stream, and Bruce had disappeared. Daniel, I'm back. Thank you very much, guys. Greetings from Germany. Welcome, Daniel. Welcome back. Can we please make some money today? Pumpkin pie. Some weird person is singing and hitting Bruce with spoons. But is he buttering the bagel? Bruce, you need a firework emoji. That's what you need, I thought I had one. I thought I had a firework emoji. I don't know. Let's see. Doobie doo 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 doo. Perfect slice, Bruce. Perfect pie time. Whoa, hell yeah. That's 20% of the cake right there. Uncle Bruce, that's pretty nice. He needs Cool Whip. I agree. I need real cool whip. Cool whip. You're eating here. Breakfast for champions. This dude just made his own food. First time I've ever seen that. We're in uncharted territory, Bruce. How's the market going to react to this? It's going to be great. We're 2 minutes away. 1589 on SoFi. What's going to happen? 1593 on SoFi. What's going to happen? What happened to Jen? Oh no, Uncle Bruce is all by himself. Oh, she's not up yet. She just went to the bathroom. Just early. It's early. Well, if the bagel ain't working well, we'll try something else. I've been getting these pumpkins chocolate chip cookies from the store. If you get the ones that are really soft, they're so good. I can't stop eating these. I just put my $9.90 on my Spire 15 for October squeeze or whatever I get the Spire. If the squeeze can run up there, I'll be watching. Rock one more time. Okay, good. I think. Let's see. 2 minutes till the bell. That's right. That's me with the fireworks emoji. There you go. A pie isn't pie without the cool whip. Cool whip. Say whip. Say cool whip. Cool whip. Vanderbilt, I share your sentiments exactly. Go everything. Let's do it. It's time. It's from the fridge, so it's cool. It's helping the gums. And this is therapy, kids. Trying to survive it, man. Trying to survive it. What do you think of that, Bruce? I don't like it. Maybe we can go up 20% today. I had today a very tasty chocolate mousse cake. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Let's see if I can take a look at the markets here. We're about to open in 1 minute. 1591 on SoFi, down a dime. So we're a little better. The Dow's up 74, S&P up 11, NASDAQ up 48. So, pie. Larry, the bells. Cake is love. We should start a cake time. AB, looks like the debt ceiling will go through. Such dumb drama. Everyone knows it's going to inevitably pass. I agree. Vash, sorry I had a collapse in mental thought. I meant you need your fireworks gift again. Did I say that with the old house? Uh, nice. It's an honor to be in your presence. Enjoy your BTW, Uncle Bruce. Here we go. Ding-a-ling-a-ding-dong. We're going. Let's roll, baby. All right. Well, I'm seeing some stocks moving, I think, here. Rocket Lab up 65 cents to 15.31. SoFi 15.91, down a dime on first trades. Let me refresh that one. Boom, boom. Dow up 149. Nice start. 18.9 point gain on S&P, 80 point gain on NASDAQ. So all three indexes are higher right off the bat here. Rocket Lab 1530 up 64. SoFi 1583 down 18. GameStop 173.51 down 241. Matterport up 22, 1933. Matterport 1931 now up 20 cents. ME up 12 to 865. Spire up 39 now to 1252. ATIP up a penny. Sixterra down a penny right now. IBM up $1.06 to 140.24. Woo-hoo-hoo. Microsoft up $1.30. Apple up $1.10. Tesla up 170. So let's keep an eye here. Rocket Lab 1541 up 75 cents. SoFi down only 12 cents to 1589 right now. Okay. Oh. Can't bite in certain areas, but I can spread out the cool pie filling. Wow. AB, and I'm up 1,000 already. Right on. Just want to say that 1750 call I bought earlier this week for SoFi, expiring tomorrow. Not in the money, and it was a mistake. Well, okay. Well, let's hope that the stock goes up $4 today anyway, and you make money despite it all. How about that? That'd be cool. That would be nice. 29-cent call. I took a shot. BBY down 27%. Bed Bath Beyond. Damn good that you mentioned. I will not watch what's going on with my SoFi, says Splitter. 1583 down 18 cents. Up $1.14 on Rocket Lab. 1580. Go Rocket Lab. We're only down to $1.35 on GameStop now. We're up 24 on Matterport, up 9 on ME. Smart Rent down 12 cents. Spire is up 6 cents. ATIP up 8 cents to 391. Dow's up 145 points. IBM $1.10 better. And Bed Bath & Beyond 1580 down 640 a share. Yikes. Royal Caribbean 89.14 down $1.53. Goldman Sachs up $1.41. Okay. Imagine having a portfolio of thousands of hundreds of millions and fluctuations left on. Rob, Uncle Bruce, I'll have a bagel in your honor today since you can't. Hugh, thank you for joining as a member. I appreciate it on a day of days where I can't talk too well because my dentist really beat me up and my hygienist. These guys are tag teaming me. Oh, man. Michael, laughing out loud. Welcome. Oh, boy, Michael. It's competition here. Splair, AB, this would be crazy. Birdie, Rob, I'm heading to the local bagel shop right now. Enjoy. So it's just, oh, God, let's see if Bruce is fooled to say this new user's nick or something. I don't know what's going on here. Don't know what's going on here. Let's see. Thanks, Bruce. Thank you, I guess. Good job, Bruce. I think Ryan Cohen, very mindful of his shareholders and is aware that people want a 3-time at least from here. There you go. Rocket Lab up $1.05, 1571. SoFi, 1594. Down only 7 cents. 4.7 million volume already. Go SoFi, go. Matterport up 6. ME up 28 to 881. Smart Rent down 12. Spire up 4. ATIP up 12.5 cents to 395. We're up 8 cents on Sixterra. We're getting some moves here. Here we go. We got the moron is back. Mumping and pumping and Delphi. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can block that guy. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed. It's just the root canal. It's tender down there, and takes a couple of days for that to dissipate. But I got the hygienist who just went all over my gums yesterday. Oh, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Troll located his mom's credit card. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I wrote $25 Matterport call for November 18th. Think I should buy it back down here or wait out for a while? Well, if it's down half its money or more, you might want to buy it back. Um, I need to become a troll because apparently they have a lot of expendable income. I got to get into this troll business. SoFi 1590 down 14 or so. Rocket Lab up 93 cents. GameStop down $5. Matterport up 11. ME up 17. Spire up 31 to 1244. ATIP 393 up a dime. Sextera up 8 cents. IBM up 99 cents. The Dow up 77.99. What a warning. What a morning. Let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Another one. Another round of shots here. There he goes. Welcome everybody to the show. 1577 on SoFi, down 24. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this guy makes your life sound pretty interesting, Bruce. You should keep him around. Oh man. Bruce is a fairly nefarious and dangerous man. I like how I'm supposed to be mad if you escaped on investigation. Like, really, I would just think that's badass. I wonder what move he made that made him so pissed at Bruce. Lord only knows. You just don't know. You don't know what. You never know because you never know who these people are. Down 24 on SoFi, 1576 right now. Come on, SoFi. 5.6 million on the volume. Bruce is the leader of the Illuminati. Evading investigation, but streaming live on YouTube every day. If the FBI can't find this guy, they're not doing a very good job. He's always doing this when things are down. Yep, and when they can't find Bruce in America through his bank card, for sure that's why he moved. Trolls are without logic in the morning. Bruce, Uncle International Man of Mystery. Uncle Bruce, when will our How to Escape investigation class be out? Cha-ching, troll donations. Even trolls have the right to spend mummy's money as they see fit. Bruce, Bruce, I don't know Canada and the U.S. would let a dangerous bagler like yourself travel freely. That's right. I bet it starts with an AMC or ATIP. He probably doesn't listen to Uncle Bruce and put all his money into Royal Caribbean. Let's see. Laugh out loud. Subscribers moving like 30, 40 cents up and down within a few minutes. There you go. Let's see where you go here. Another bunch of those are gone. Maybe he's holding SoFi calls that he bought in June and they're down 75%. Damage him there and there went Bruce slowly packing, talking and moving for months and months and meandering down the roads as he shakes the tail of Canada's top investigators. Sell what? Rob, he bought back my bought back my 170 GameStop expired Friday covered call I sold yesterday for $8.85 for $4.50 this morning. Nice job. Nice job. I think the troll would like to have your job. Yeah. Oh boy. There you go. There you go. Oh man, this pie is good. One little piece at a time. Mm, mm. Dow's giving up some ground. Still up 31 though. Rocket Lab's giving up ground. Still up 85. SoFi is giving up some ground, down 44. Matterport is up a nickel. ME up 7. Spire up 47. ATIP up a penny. Just jumping around here. Oh man. Matterport just got another buy rating, says Ryan. Mm. So she says $40 so far, Bruce. You're making bank off this guy. You should sell cloaks on Redbubble. Does the FBI operate in Canada? Probably, secretly. They wouldn't like announce it publicly. Maybe the CIA. Now I'm really feeling like buying more SoFi instead of Spire today. 1565 on SoFi. The low is 1553. 6.7 million. I wonder if this is the same person who made an alt stock markets with Bruce Reddit page to trash him. Figuring this Chinese idea could be possible, or is this a low paid worker from a hedge fund? There we go. Matterport still only up a penny on the day, though. Okay, there we go. Does the FBI operate in Canada? Well, like 80% of the X Files episodes are filmed there, if that counts. Damn it, Jim says, I'll see you later. I'm going to play golf. Michael Stifle Nicholas initiates Rocket Lab with a buy rating, $22 price target. Bruce also knows the location of Jimmy Hoffa and Amelia Earhart. Tasty SoFi dip. There you go. There you go. There it is. Poor troll. Was that 5 now? Um, I've been a naughty time traveler. Hey, Wally's World. Hi, Uncle Bruce. Have you ever thought that the troll is kind of like the VIX, kind of that other technical indicator? Yeah, that could well be it, Wally. That could well be it, buddy. Uncle Bruce response for the Great Depression. Color me shocked. Bruce, where's the time travel machine? Also, give it to us. The socialists put in a buy order for some more SoFi. Let's see if it fills. It's going to bounce back again. Oh boy. Yeah. Wish I had ice cream. I'd be eating ice cream this morning just to get the cool. Uncle Bruce, you know you're not supposed to use the DeLorean for personal reasons. You know that, don't you? Oh, markets are up, but not by a lot. Oh boy. How old was this guy? He's 100 plus. He looks good. I picked up 5 call contracts, 1650 November 5 for $1 for SoFi. Thank you for the dip. 1567 down 34 cents, now 1571. Right on. All right, Troll. Here's something that like split screen. Then I'll only see Uncle Bruce comments. He mentioned other stuff I'm interested in. So good luck with your spamming. Socius perhaps buy DeLorean instead of a Tesla if you don't like it after having driven one. Scooped up another 500 SoFi. The Troll told me to grab more. There you go. Right on, man. There it is. Well, oh man. There we go. I wish I could look this good. Oh boy. We're up 54 on the Dow. I'm doing good. Age 42 and 29, you're looking pretty good. Can you tell us what life was like in the Great Depression? Bruce wants to want to know, should I buy calls for January? Is it still okay? If you're close to the money, yes. If you're way out, no. If you're close to the money, you're all right. I'm assuming it's the same one. Probably the same one. SoFi, 1570, 71. Just in the red, 30 cents. That pie is gone. Oh, that was good. Hey, Bruce, you just tuning in. Have you considered turning on slow chat mode? Yeah, if it's out of control, but otherwise, we'll be fine. It's really not a big deal today. The troll's done worse. I think it's like every 4 or 5 minutes he gets another one uploaded to start again. Oof. Lots of comments. 1570 on SoFi, down 31. We're down 346 on GameStop, sitting at 172.46. Matterport 1906 down a nickel. ME up 9, 862. Smart Rent unchanged. Spire up 49 cents to 1262. ATIP up 2.5 cents. Sexter up 2 cents. AMC up 13 cents. Robinhood down 49. Vanek up 382. Home Depot down $2, 40 cents. IBM up 92. Dow is up 77.88. Microsoft up 320. Apple up 72. Tesla up 360. Bed Bath & Beyond down 575 today. Not doing well. Royal Caribbean down 123 at 89.44 on Royal Caribbean. Norwegian is off. Carnival is off. Goldman holding a gain of 19 cents at 385. That's where Goldman is right now. Goldman Sachs. Amazon up 23 bucks. Facebook up 2. Google up $20. So that's the market here. 59-point gain on the Dow. We have a 20-point gain on S&P and 118 on NASDAQ. Mm. Mm. Fentonville, Uncle Bruce, I made the wrong moves, several recently, by buying GameStop calls, expiring this week at 180, 85, 190, and in the deep red with the tanking, no money left. Should I sell 50 GameStop to roll them into next week? It's a losing strategy. If you're going long on calls on GameStop, you're losing money. You're going to lose money because all of my viewers who are writing options are making money off you. These contracts expire dramatically, and you need a mega move just to make a couple of bucks. And I have no idea if next week GameStop's going to do anything that'll help you whatsoever. You're just so much better off writing calls against GameStop when it's a stagnant stock, and it's been stagnant lately. And I just kind of surprised that you want to keep going long on calls when it's really the wrong strategy. You're buying short term at money or just out of the money calls, and you need instant movement, and you're not getting it, and it's just hemorrhaging you. I would not be playing that game, but that's just me. What can I say? Okay, here we go. A couple more out there. Picked off five. Where was that comment? Oh, yeah, here we go. Picked off five $15 SoFi calls for April. Feeling real good. Nicely done. Nicely done. There we go. Rocket Lab up 90, 1556. SoFi down 22 to 1580. It's looking a little better now. Matterport down a penny. ME up 9. Smart Rent up 21. Spire up 45. ATIP up a penny. Okay. Let's see here. Mm, 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 mm. We're only down 8 cents now in SoFi, 1593. Matterport up 2. Come on back. Up 105 on the Dow. Up 107 now. Climbing again. Okay. Yeah. Could ATIP announce tomorrow? It could very well announce tomorrow. New month. Yep. New quarter. Possibly. Yeah. AB wants to know, suppose you have a weird out of the money call and it's beyond break even. Even the volume is low, you can still get a sale. When you sell, in that case, does the brokerage acquire the stock at strike and sell for you? Um, I'm not sure what this actually is. This question actually is asking me. How do the money call? Yeah, I mean most thinly traded options markets usually have a bid and ask supplied by a market specialist. Usually, so there should be liquidity. I think that's what we're doing. Thank you. Uncle Bruce took advantage of the dip to buy two GameStop contracts back, but of course I gambled away the fun. Let's see. There we go. When you bought it, it was way out of the money, and it spiked to break even later, etc. I mean, still don't. I still don't get the. I'm not getting the question. Maybe it's me. I'm struggling too much today. Maybe it's me. Is there any reason why Mattersport has a big spread between bid and ask? No idea. I think I missed the dip on SoFi with two pennies. Uh, okay. ATIP still up 1.5 cents. Spire up 47. Spire up 62. Smart Rent up 25. Rocket Lab up $1.04. Okay. Don't know. Don't know, kids. It is what it is. Uh, okay. So AB says, okay, like for example, my Spire calls, the volume is zero right now. If the stock shoots way up today, could I get out? Would the brokerage buy at 15 and sell at, let's say, 20 or whatever it ran up to? If you're talking about the options, there's option specialists on that. If you're talking about the stock, there are usually stock specialists maintaining an orderly market as well. You should have no trouble with liquidity on whatever you're playing with, unless you're playing with ungodly amounts of stock. But I don't think you would be. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Whew. Yeah, I hear you there, Picaco. I hear you there. Jens, thanks, Jens, for the donation on PayPal. It's been a long day already. It's already been a long day. SoFi down 26 cents. Matterport down 13. Rocket Lab up $1.12. Spire up 95 cents. Looking good. Mm. SoFi kind of gets close to even, but it can't seem to break through, does it? Doesn't seem to be able to break through the other side at the moment. But sooner or later it will. Do my ME $15 calls for January still have a chance? Yes, they always have a chance. They always have a chance. Yeah, SoFi is capitalizing. Somehow the people think it's a bad thing. Socius, you're struggling today. Yes, we are. Yes, we are struggling today. We are struggling today. The Dow now only up 26 again. So it too is struggling. It got up over 100 points and now it's backing off again. So what are you going to do? Okay. Rocket Lab or GameStop 170.90 down 5. Rocket Lab 1574 up 108. SoFi down a quarter. Matterport down 23 now down 19. Okay. Oh my. We're up 92 on Spire. 1305 on the Spire. Nice. IBM up $1.06. Royal Caribbean 8908 down 158. All right. Oh, hey, Jen.
Hey,
How you doing?
good. How are you?
I'm hanging in. Trying to hang in. Barely hanging in. We got our troll back today,
Oh, good.
popping up messages every few minutes.
Oh, good. You keep blocking me?
Yeah. Yeah. He's done 15 or 20 today.
That's awesome.
Yet again. Yeah. What are you going to do?
Where was he when everything was up?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't
he was
understand.
probably busy that day.
I'm wondering if it was a month ago today he was last here, and that he shows up every month when it's renewal day,
Maybe. I don't
and then
know.
he tries to
See if he's
you know
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's what's going on.
How you doing?
I'm battling.
You're a little warm.
Battling.
Good thing you're going back to the dentist today.
Yay! Next Prime, thank you for the donation there. Don't let the grumpy trolls get to you. They're just bitter about their own mistakes. Here, have a pumpkin pie on me. Thank you for your wisdom, patience, and being calm voice in the storm. Thank you.
Another pumpkin pie?
Another.
No, I don't think so.
I just had me a blessed big piece, and it was wonderful. All right. Uncle Bruce, you're vaccinated, right? Yep, fully vaccinated. You got it. Both of us. Yep.
Double jab.
Double jab. That's right.
The way they're talking, we'll be able to get a third one soon if we want.
Booster.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about booster. Yeah. Yeah. Mm,
It's tea time.
5G certified. There you go. Thank you. Uh, oh boy. Still down 32 on SoFi. Just not able to break through 16 at all. Not even close. There's an invisible wall there somewhere on SoFi today. Volume now 10.3 million shares. Hmm. Oh yeah. We're negative 38 on the Dow now. The Dow's gone into the red.
Okay. Starbucks is down.
Yeah.
Starbucks is down when the market is down.
Oh,
Yeah. Or is it the market is down because Starbucks?
maybe that's what it is.
Target's down. The retail's are down. Alton's down.
Smart right at 1307, up 47 cents. Spire up 81 to 1294. Got a couple of winners, but not everybody's a winner today. Thank you all for your kind words, kind wishes. I do appreciate it. Uh, we are battling along.
See, the first one went so easily. Your first root canal went so easily. It was wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. It did go fairly well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this one he had to work on this one, and that's maybe why I'm paying the price.
I think so. In the chair for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Oh my. Oh my. All right. That's where we're at. SoFi down 36 cents to 1566. Folks, I'm going to take your advice and I'm going to pack it in. I'm going to take a break here for the balance of the morning. And I'm going to try to be back on today at 3 o'clock for the afternoon show. And we'll see how things work out. In the meantime, I'm going to get some rest and try to rest
Take some pills.
rest the jaw and everything else. It's just been a tough one. And keep an eye on the markets for me. And we'll be back at 3 this afternoon, and we'll do the last hour with you. And you guys hang in there. And thank you for all your best wishes. I appreciate it. Jen and I really do. And we'll talk to you very, very soon at 3 today. All right. See you later. Bye for now.